right now.
A family's continued wait for justice 6 years after their loved one's death. The issues delaying the case and the Bexar County DA's response to that family's frustration.
And meeting a growing need in a growing community, helping people heal. The Center of Healing and Hope of South Texas opened its doors after the Sutherland Springs shooting. Now it's expanding.
Plus, the owner of that restaurant probably wishes it had a time machine to fix the mistakes that inspectors found behind their kitchen door. Tim Gerber tells us what the violations were. But first, we'll start tonight with this. Governor Greg Abbott gets what he wants as the property tax legislation that he's pushed for is finally headed to his desk.
The Texas lawmakers passed the $18 billion proposal just a few hours ago. Their votes end months of debate and a stalemate between the House and the Senate. When the legislature didn't get a deal done in the regular session, Governor Greg Abbott called them back to Austin not once, but twice. Tonight, he says he will sign this legislation into law. The three-bill package includes $12 billion to help lower school property taxes, an increase of the state's homestead exemption from $40,000 to $100,000, a pilot program to temporarily reduce appraisals on non-homestead properties worth $5 million or less, and franchise tax relief for small business owners. You can read more about the property tax deal and reaction from state leaders right now on KSAT.com.
A 68-year-old man is accused of doing the unthinkable, sexually abusing little girls. Bexar County Sheriff's deputies say the suspect is Nicholas Espinosa. Investigators say that Espinosa abused 3 little girls over several years. They also say that he started abusing one of the victims when she was only 6. Now he's charged with 2 first-degree felonies for child sex abuse.
A driver accused of causing a deadly wrong-way crash expected in court tomorrow, but he has yet to go to trial more than 6 years later. KSAT Investigates Dylan Collier looked into the delays and spoke to a family that feels let down by prosecutors.
I woke up in the middle of the morning, went out, felt something.
Just before 7 on a winter morning in January 2017, Elena Ortiz got a call from San Antonio police. An officer soon came to her home and delivered news no mother ever wants to hear. Her 28-year-old son, Armando, her gentle giant standing nearly 6 feet 7 inches tall, cut down by a wrong-way driver.
Hearing my mom, it's like a sound no one should ever hear.
Armando's impact on others was on full display during his memorial service.
To have that just change in one day is it's devastating. You know, it's like one of your limbs is missing.
Investigators say the other driver, Paul Donaldson, got onto Interstate 35 at Benz Engelman Road, driving the wrong direction for 6 miles before the fatal collision. Donaldson, according to charging paperwork, had a combination of methamphetamine, prescription weight loss medicine, and an antidepressant in his system. It was his 7th driving-related criminal offense in Bexar County. Donaldson was previously convicted in Tarrant County for involuntary manslaughter while driving while intoxicated.
January marks 7 years since the crash, and Donaldson still sits at the Bexar County Jail awaiting trial. A new district attorney took office in 2019, and the case against Donaldson was refiled later that year. Then came COVID, and most recently, another delay after the case was moved to a new court.
Turns out, prosecutor Jason Garahan had presided over Donaldson's previous DWI while serving as judge of County Court 4. After Donaldson's attorney pointed out the issue earlier this year, the DA's office agreed to move the case to avoid the appearance of impropriety.
You can apologize for it, but we're the ones who, are going through months of it. It's just a file off your desk now. You recognize what is leadership issues, and I think that the DA's office is experiencing a severe problem with their leadership, and it trickles down to their staff.
I wouldn't call what happened here a screw up on Jason's part.
DA Joe Gonzalez pushed back on the criticism, pointing out that Garahan, while judge, oversaw thousands of cases.
Garahan had no fault in that situation?
Until somebody brings it to his attention, it would be impossible for him to have realized that this is the very same person that he handled months and even years earlier on a misdemeanor case.
Gonzalez said outside of the Garahan incident, the DA's office has announced ready for trial time and again.
We're just in this hamster wheel of having to relive this same situation month after month after month.
For KSAT Investigates, I'm Dylan Collier.
Month after month, year after year, the district attorney apologized to the Ortiz family for experiencing this. He said he has urged prosecutors to try this case later this summer or early in the fall, but that it will ultimately be up to the new judge overseeing the case.
Growing concerns are leading to a call for action in the wake of recent gun violence. Last month alone, KSAT covered 44 shootings in our area and at least another 23 so far this month. The Bexar County Gun Safety Coalition held a town hall tonight, hoping to find some solutions. Dozens of people packed Firefighters Hall to listen and ask questions. Several community leaders spoke, including Bexar County District Attorney Joe Gonzalez. One of the organizers says that the violence scares her. She hopes that things get better.
A very, very sad and frightening situation. And these are things that we really have to reflect on, but not only reflect, we have to act.
Now, Bexar County Sheriff Javier Salazar was also supposed to be at tonight's town hall, but he canceled because he was called on duty. And, you know, stories just like that explain why a community resource center is expanding.
Yeah, and what they do is in their name. The Center for Healing and Hope of South Texas opened its doors after the Sutherland Springs shooting. The Night Team's John Paul Barajas takes us inside its newly opened expansion.
Music.
And what's beautiful about this that it's almost an immediate gratification.
Art. And playing. Ways to express yourself and heal with the help of professional counselors. For people in and around Wilson County, this expansion at the Center of Healing and Hope of South Texas could be a big help. This location in Lavernia opened 5 years ago in the wake of the Sutherland Springs shooting.
Rhythmic instruments like drums.
Mary Beth Fisk with the Ecumenical Center says since then, the need has only grown.
We serve hundreds of individuals through these offices in Wilson County every single year. We've served thousands of people over the course of the last 5 years, serving in the community with 3 offices. And so now we've been able to add to that.
Space in here.
What was once an empty metal storage shed has now been transformed into 3 rooms to help those in need open up in unique ways.
And this is something that they can visually see, and then we can guide them through the process of why they did this the way they did it, and then they get it.
It may start out as more of a nonverbal expression for them, but it's just this non-threatening medium that can be able to meet them wherever they are.
John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
If you or anybody you know needs help from the Ecumenical Center, you can call 210-616-0885. And don't worry if you can't grab a pen soon enough, because there's more information on this on our website, KSAT.com. Also, good luck. Now for a look at some of today's big headlines in your Nightbeat News Flash. The Food and Drug Administration approving a daily birth control pill that you can get without a prescription. This is called O-Pill. It's unclear how much it costs or even if insurance companies are going to cover it, but it should be available by early next year. In just a few hours, Hollywood actors are going to join writers on the picket lines. The Screen Actors Guild and American Federation of Television and Radio Artists says that its contract negotiations with the studios fell apart. 2 of their major concerns, streaming royalties and the use of artificial intelligence. And that's a look at your Nightbeat News Flash.
On Monday, he announced he was running for U.S. Senate. Tonight, State Senator Roland Gutierrez in our latest edition of Spreester Sessions.
If you don't have your child, there's just nothing left. These people are the strongest people I've ever met in my life. They are amazing people. They are amazing people, and all they want is common sense laws, so that this doesn't happen to another parent in Texas again. Imagine that. Imagine that.
Would you be sitting here announcing that you're running against Ted Cruz if it wasn't for how you were affected by what happened in Uvalde? You can watch any of the Spreester Sessions on our website and our KSAT YouTube page right now.
The latest data from the City Health Department shows that San Antonio recorded the most heat-related illnesses in a single week since 2018. So it's not just you, folks. Yes, it's hot. According to the Metropolitan Health District, for the week of June 24th, 79 people reported heat-related illnesses in San Antonio. 3 of those incidents were heat strokes, and 76 were for heat exhaustion. And unfortunately, Adam, a lot of the people that have been suffering, they're not going to get relief this week.
No relief in sight. Temperatures will be very similar. Actually, today was the hottest day so far this year with a high temperature of 106 here in San Antonio, missing the record just by 1 degree. By the way, the newest drought monitor is in. We'll compare our area to the rest of Texas and take a look at the Saharan dust when it arrives in just a bit.
Thank you, Adam. We'll have that. Plus, 2 restaurants received below average scores during their health inspections. Tim Gerber will give us a look behind the kitchen door, and one of them might need a time machine to fix their problems. 2 restaurants with a history of lower scores found themselves with plenty of corrections to make after health inspectors found violations during their May inspections.
And another restaurant may wish to go back in time to avoid its mistakes. The Night Team's Tim Gerber takes us on a trip behind the kitchen door that includes 2 repeat stops.
SA Cafe, located in the 20,000 block of Highway 281 North, got a 77 on their recent inspection. That's a big improvement over the failing 66 they had last year when they were featured on Behind the Kitchen Door. They were told to stop using a cooler that wasn't cool enough. There were live roaches and unapproved chemicals in the kitchen, including residential-grade pest control products and mothballs. Containers with food inside were stored on the floor. They also needed to do some cleaning and buy a new food permit or face being closed.
I'm Tim with KSAT 12 News. I do Behind the Kitchen Door. I wanted to follow up on your guys' recent inspection.
I stopped by this week to see if corrections had been made. The employee on duty was unable to answer my questions.
Have you all gotten the updated permit down here? Mm-hmm. Okay, I did see that back there. And then there was a roach issue.
I called my boss.
He called his boss, who also had to call someone higher up.
Oh, you work at the government?
No. I'm with KSAT 12, the TV station. We were just following up to see what happened.
Hold on. Let me call my boss too. Hold on.
No one called me back. I did see the new permit was posted, but the business still had not posted a copy of the current inspection report. This tattered flag welcomes guests to bombshells in the 8400 block of Highway 151. They had a 79 last time we featured them. This time around, they dropped down to a 78. They had to throw out moldy sauces in a cooler. No one was washing their hands. One worker even changed gloves without washing hands. Chemicals were stored next to clean, ready-to-serve plates. Several items in a cooler were a month past their expiration dates. Several areas of the kitchen also needed to be cleaned. 10 violations were corrected during the inspection. Magic Time Machine in the 900 block of Northeast Loop 410 may wish they could go back in time to get a higher score. They were zapped with an 80. Food in a cooler that was out of temp had to be thrown out. Food containers stored as clean were still dirty. Several small roaches were seen emerging from a drain. 2 kitchen staffers were handling food without being certified. Several areas needed to be cleaned. That's what's happening behind the kitchen door. Tim Gerber, KSAT 12 News.
Right now, we're going to take a live look outside. That's our camera near the airport. 89 degrees today. And if you felt hot, if you were complaining about it, yeah, understood, because this is the hottest day that we've had so far this year, Adam.
Yeah, 106 our high temperature, and heat index values are still up around 110, and that's going to be the case going forward here for at least the next 7 days. Let's get right to our high temperatures that we hit today. Del Rio as warm as 107, 109 Cotulla, and even Laredo as well. New Braunfels, you had a high temperature of 106. Looking at the rest of the state, fairly similar temperatures and highs. Midland and Abilene both at 107. Now, we're going to look a little farther to the west because our upper level high is very elongated right now, and it's starting to split just a little bit. We still have a little bit of a swirl overhead, but it's the upper level high near the west coast that's going to be building and strengthening in the days ahead. That's the heat dome, the upper level heat high, and it's still going to be influencing us. It's this entire area here with that clockwise circulation stretching all the way into Texas. But notice how it's going to be centered over California and Nevada. That's where it's really going to be pressing down. Yes, typically hot locations, but Las Vegas on Saturday predicted a high temperature of 116. And then on Sunday, the forecast high from the Weather Service is 118. The hottest temperature ever recorded in Las Vegas is 117, to put that in perspective. Now, also keep in mind, as this is going on, cooler than average air will be spilling into the Midwest and the Great Lakes region. They'll actually see temperatures dipping below average. Not for us. Look at our trend here. Near 104, 105, give or take a degree or two over the next several days, all the way through the weekend into next week. But when you factor in that relentless humidity, it's going to feel like it's around 110 for a few hours in the afternoon. All right, let's talk the drought conditions. Obviously, it's been dry and sunny and hot for a while. We've been drying out. So this yellow indicates the abnormally dry conditions. And then we have the drought right here, especially in the Texas Hill Country. Not as fortunate in our rainy months of April and May, particularly Fredericksburg, Kerrville, Mountain Home, Bandera, Bernie, Sisterdale, Canyon Lake. You get the idea. This red area, extreme and exceptional drought, and it really stands out across the entire state. It's the only part of Texas that has such a bad drought, right here in the Texas Hill Country. Actually, the Panhandle has been doing pretty darn good lately. They've been getting some good rain for several weeks, and they even got more of it today, so no drought there, and even parts of East Texas just fine. Going forward, the rain is going to be in the Panhandle and, of course, elsewhere outside of Texas, but not here, not in our neck of the woods, not anytime soon, not even a glimmer of hope for a shower out there. Quick look at the Saharan dust forecast. It's still well out to sea away from us, but by this weekend along the Gulf Coast, you may notice a little extra haze if you're going to the beaches. Otherwise, we're still looking at about Monday, Tuesday, and I think especially Tuesday time frame when you may start to notice the extra haze around San Antonio. Nothing significant, just at sunrise and sunset you may notice it. 80 at 7 a.m. By noon we're at 94 but feeling like 106, and then we hit 104 the high but feeling like it's closer to 110. Comfort tomorrow 102, Nixon and Smiley 104. Notice those record high temperatures Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Record highs likely to be met or exceeded.
Adam, thank you.
All right, I realized the Longhorn coach was probably only on for like a day, maybe a day and a half, but I still like to call it Sark Week.
Sark Week?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. So we're talking Texas football. Head coach Steve Sarkisian, Sark Week. I actually do love it, Steve. So they're going to the SEC next season, but coach says the team is not looking ahead. Plus the Red Raiders, well, they're going to stay in the Big 12, and they want to make some noise this season. Coming up.
Yeah, Rita did the box-to-box work, what we expect from our box-to-box center mid. Second half, we had him stay a little more central, and he got rewarded with 2 fantastic finishes. So proud of him, proud of the collective.
Alan Marcina and his guys picked up 3 huge points in big board sports. Big 12 Media Days wrapped up today at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. 2 days of talking with all the head coaches and select players from each school. Yesterday, Longhorns head coach Steve Sarkisian made the rounds, talking with national and local media. Texas is favored to win the Big 12 per the media poll. Their final year in the conference before heading off for the Southeastern Conference in 2024.
It's a great time for the Big 12. It's a tremendous opportunity. I really love our football team. I love their mindset. I love where they're at. I know that there's been so much talk about the SEC and what's happening in 2024. But I think one thing that I love about this team that we have this year is their focus on 2023 and this opportunity we have here in the Big 12. It's going to be a heck of a season, great competition.
UT will start the season September 2nd at Texas Memorial Stadium with Rice at 2:30 p.m. Now, TCU was picked to finish 5th in the Big 12 this season. This after going 12-1 in the conference last season, losing to K-State in overtime 31-28 in the Big 12 championship. They beat Michigan in the Fiesta Bowl and then fell to Georgia in the national championship to finish the season 13-2 overall. The Horned Frogs are motivated to make some noise again in 2023.
I feel like the expectations for TCU last year were as low as they can get, and we still use that as a source of motivation. And as long as our standards don't change, then it really doesn't matter what the media has us to pick to be for next year.
We got to move forward. What happened last year is certainly not going to have any bearing on what's going to happen this year. So a big challenge for us. I think that we got a lot of eyeballs on us as we move forward, and that's what you want.
Coach Dykes rocking some purple Nikes. TCU will kick off the season Saturday, September 2nd at home with Deion Sanders and the Colorado Buffaloes at 11 a.m. Texas Tech head football coach Joey McGuire had his time in the spotlight today. Last season, he led the Red Raiders to an 8-5 overall record, capped off with a 42-25 win versus Ole Miss at the Texas Bowl. Not too shabby for his first season in Lubbock, and now he wants more. The media picked Tech to finish 4th in the Big 12 behind Texas, K-State, and Oklahoma, and Coach McGuire was asked if they can win the Big 12.
I do think it's a wide open conference. I think with us, we have to stay healthy. We have to, I know this is going to be coach speak, but we really do have to handle the expectation that maybe a lot of guys on our roster have not had before. And we've got to stay humble, but we've got a really good opportunity to be a really good football team. I'll tell you, our expectation is definitely to do that.
Joey and the Red Raiders will start the season at Wyoming on September the 2nd at 6:30 at night.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
Dallas Cowboys quarterback Dak Prescott recently joined some of his teammates on a field trip away from the Star in Frisco to work out and bond before training camp. Location undisclosed. Last week at his youth football camp, Dak was asked if he's done anything differently this offseason before heading out to the West Coast.
I can't say necessarily, diet or workouts or anything like that. No, just trying to stay healthy, trying to stay on everything on top of the ankle, prehabbing a lot of things. Just, as I said, trying to stay ahead of injuries and keeping my body in the right position, in the right place. And, and having fun doing it. As we said, you get into year 8 and you've got to find ways just to continue to make this fun and remember that it's a game as you're continuing to train and push yourself to get better.
Dak and the boys will report to Oxnard on Monday, July 24th, and KSAT 12 Sports will be there. San Antonio FC is on a roll after the break. San Antonio FC is now tied for first in the USL Championship Western Conference after they won at El Paso Locomotive FC 2-1 last night. Down 1-0 in the second half, SAFC midfielder Rita Zohir hit 2 strikes from outside the box just 4 minutes apart in the 58th and 62nd minutes to take the lead for good. During post, he talked about his brace.
Mitchell makes a good long range pass, and then Tani receives the ball and gives it back to me, and I just see the goal. The goalkeeper is not in his net, and I shoot, and yeah, it's a goal, but it's a teamwork. Yeah. And then the second goal, pretty much the same. I received the ball out of nowhere, and I tell myself maybe a second time, and it got in.
San Antonio FC will now get ready for an international friendly against Sunderland AFC Saturday night at 8 at Toyota Field.
He decided why not. Maybe I'll get it a second time and it went in the goal.
You're not going to score unless you try.
Exactly.
We'll be right back.
Simple question. Have you bought your Powerball ticket yet? No one had the right 6 numbers. Last night, someone could win an estimated $875 million this weekend.
You could only dream. Yeah, the next Powerball drawing is going to be Saturday. However, someone could also win an estimated $560 million in tomorrow night's Mega Millions drawing. So good luck with that.
Yeah, not good odds, but good money.
Yeah, you got to try.
You're more likely to get struck by lightning in this weather than to win it. I don't know if that's a fact, but I'm just saying that.
Yeah.
Anyway, there were some cooler temperatures out there. Look around the Great Lakes. Chicago 78 today. Oh, how's that sound?
Amazing. All right, we'll have to deal with this a little longer.
You're quite the odds maker. Thank you
for joining us.